So is solo mining worth it versus pool mining? Now, I started doing a test beginning of January and I ran it for about a week, hit a block, then I took about a week off, and then I started up again. Now, I've hit 5 blocks total for this entire month. I've hit 4 blocks within 7 days. What? I did one thing to change my odds, and I'll tell you guys about that in a little bit, but it doesn't make any damn sense at all. So hopefully you guys stick around for that. My name's ChumpChangeXD. Let's get into it. All right, so here we are, 2miners.com. Now we're looking at the Ethereum Classic hash rate as a whole. It really hasn't risen crazy, even though we've seen a spike in price. I mean, it hasn't been too much on ETC, but nonetheless, the market has been raising. Everything's been pretty green the last week or two, so looking pretty good. 123.18 for the network hash rate. If we look at the 2miners pool hash rate, now this is specifically to this website, their pools here. This is 16.16 terahash on the pool and 1.28 terahash on the solo pool. Now, when it comes to the solo pool, when I started, it was at 110 terahash. I took this picture just to see what it was at, and the average luck was at 46. So I haven't even looked at the average luck yet, actually. We're at 115. Wow, that actually works on my side in this case. So anyways, let's get to my solo dashboard. Now, this right here, the 5 ETC that you see has already been paid out. That was from prior testing on something else. I hit a block right here. As you can see, 1 block in the last 30 days. This was with all of these units. 2.85 gigahash was the current hash rate. The average was 2.6. Now you can see it was my 2 Jazz miners and my 3 iPolos. This is the significant part to this. The X4Q and the X41U, they were both hardwired. They always are into the Ethernet. They don't have Wi-Fi. The iPolos, all of them are running on Wi-Fi when I was doing this test. So obviously we know that latency is a factor here. Now, the first block I hit was, I think, around 147%. All right, that took about 4 days, I think it was, because it's such a high hash rate, the percentage climbs pretty quick. So it was either 4 or 5 days. I can't exactly remember. I wish I wrote it down. But I wasn't expecting to turn back on solo mining and to actually continue to hit blocks. So I turned back on, I think around the 14th or so, another 4 or 5 days, whatever it was, 136%. I ended up hitting another block. So that day, I actually removed the iPolos because they're on Wi-Fi. And I was like, I wonder if the Wi-Fi is affecting the way that the latency is getting to the pool, ruining my odds. So I actually shut them all down. For one, I needed to save electricity anyways, but 2, I wanted to see if it worked. Now, I hit a block shortly after unplugging those, which was kind of interesting, all right? So then I went and left it running. I was like, let's see if the Jazz Miner X4Q and the 1U can hit a block on its own. 2 days later, 13%, I hit another block. Then a day later, again, 13%, I hit another block. Now, I hit a block again today. Something is weird about it, right? So now right here, you can see 16%. The 122 is at the time of recording. So again, it hit today. I don't understand why the personal luck is so much lower right now with just those 2 machines that are plugged into the Ethernet and the iPolos off, even though it's an extra gigahash or so. I did check the latency on side, and they both are right around the same thing. So if we look at, I still have putty open on the X4Q. Actually, this is 90s. It's 90s for a ping. So it's not even ideal. I guess around 70 is ideal, if I'm not mistaken. I typed in best latency for mining. Comes up 70 milliseconds, I believe that is, or lower. So again, that could be wrong. I'm not sure. You guys correct it if it's wrong down in the comments, but that's what I found. So either way, that is apparently bad, 90, right? Now the iPolo, I checked, same exact thing, right around 90. I saw it ping up to 105, but I also saw the X4Q ping up to 110 at one point. So now, looking at the latency of the plugged-in units and the iPolos, what is going on? I am so confused. So I'm wondering if it really is just pure luck, or if this does have something deeper to it. Now, could the Wi-Fi affect the Ethernet when it comes to solo mining? I don't know. You guys need to let me know down in the comments if anybody has had this happen. For me, the luck is just personally absolutely insane. I've hit 4 blocks the last 7 days, 3 of those with just 2 units, and I only started hitting these blocks after I unplugged the Wi-Fi units. It just seems way too coincidental. That's just my opinion, but I'm letting it continue running, and we're going to see if we can hit another block. If it happens, it happens, and I'll keep you guys updated. But either way, I do want to go over and look at what it would be making per day if we were just using the X4Q mining to a pool. So right here, you can see I put the hash rate in 1100. I could probably do 12. It's about 1.2 gigahash or so, right around 500 watts. And I put my electricity cost at 25 cents. Calculate, right? So we have estimated reward within 7 days. We should see 1.13 ETC, which is $24. Then we have the last 24 hours. We have 0.15, $3.51. So now looking at the block reward right here, you can see it's at 58.88. Obviously, a daily block is way more profitable than pool mining. I mean, I don't have to tell you guys that, but realistically, I could have ran for an entire 2 weeks. Actually, that was only with the X4Q. So let me just put 1700 here. And then the power consumption, I think it would be around 750, if I'm not mistaken. 25 cents still calculate. All right, we have 7 days, 1.6, which would be $34. And then 24 hours, we have 0.22. So about $5, 4.97, $34 in 7 days. It was 58. So it's going to be under the 2 weeks, but it would probably be about 10 days, 11 days or so I could run and break even as long as I hit a block within those 11 days. So now over here at jinglemining.com, I just wanted to see how much the X4Q and the 1U were actually going for now. The X4Q, let's just click on it. We'll see $21.99. This is the unit I have. 1040 for mega hash. Mine gets 1150 to 1200, and then it runs about 500 watts. And you can actually run these on 120 if anybody didn't know. $2,199. These things are going for like 7K. I believe, in the bull runs. Go back and see how much the X41U is going for. $1,099. And these were going for over $5,000, almost $6,000, I believe, during the bull run. And this was like the most efficient thing until the X4Q came out. Now, looking at it, what does it say? 520 hash rate, and you can run these on 120 as well. It says 240, but you can run it on 120. So now between the two, I guess the 1.7 estimate was pretty fair. And then same with the wattage draw. If we look at the 2 units in comparison to where they were during the bull run, the price now seems like a steal, but I mean, to each his own. You guys can decide if you'd like. The X4Q, I actually do think it was going for upwards of 8 or 9, not 7. I believe I saw the X41U at the peak of the bull run at 7K. So you guys can let me know what you remember down in the comments. But yeah, these things are great. The X4Q is super quiet. It's actually under my desk right now. Just wanted to pop in here and say, if you guys are looking into one of those Bitcoin heaters, it's an Antminer S9, wicked unprofitable, and you're forced to use NiceHash. Spend the money on one of those units if you want a heater. It's just my opinion. And I have the X41U that I also made silent. If you guys didn't see that video, go check it out. I did a DIY mod and it came out sick. But either way, let me know what your guys' thoughts is about this solo versus pool mining with the Wi-Fi and the Ethernet machines in like the same pool. Does that matter? Do they affect each other in any way besides of latency? I mean, if one machine hits a solo block, this machine still had the same chance if they have the same latency. Am I wrong? Even if it's on Wi-Fi? If I am, let me know. I have no idea. But either way, you guys are awesome. Thanks for sticking to it through the end. If you did, please don't forget, go down there, hit that like, and consider subscribing. Also, if you guys haven't seen this video right here, please go check it out. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.